Welcome to Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where we read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure. I'm George G. Poole, and as always, I've got my two co-hosts, Elias Viva Vlogs.
Hello.
And Steven Blue Breed.
Alley ho.
That's all you gotta say? It's episode 100. And all you got is tally ho.
Yes. And welcome to the show. It's episode 100 after 4 years.
Yes, this comes out on New Year's Eve 2021, and it'll be the culmination of our 4 years of podcasting. We're going to break into year number 5 after this. Oh. It's incredibly exciting.
Hell yeah. That is pretty exciting. Made it to the triple digit mark. And all off reading fanfiction. Mm-hmm. The first one we ever read was, the first one that we were like, oh, we have to do a fanfiction show because this is so incredible, was like in the back of a car on the way home from Denny's at midnight. We were reading like a Fred Flintstone fanfiction. And we're like, this is ridiculous. Why is no one talking about like the absurdist irony of really overly serious, stupid crossover fanfiction?
Yeah. No, I remember like before the podcast, we'd occasionally just like look it up as like time killers in the car. So I remember there's like a Harry Potter, X Call of Duty, and Crash Bandicoot and Kingdom Hearts. Just all these like wacky characters in the worst places they could be in. And then that spawned a 4-year-long podcast.
Yeah. And it just keeps giving, too. It's so incredible. So much of what we read is so recent.
Mm-hmm. It's very, like, surprising to see that there's so many people still making stuff in this community, be it comedy, serious, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's really nice seeing people still make stuff like this.
Pretty much anything you can think of has, like, hundreds of stories of fan fiction.
You'd be surprised how big the NCIS tab is.
Yeah, and the segment we'll get to later on this very episode, a friend of ours just happens to have fan fiction written about them.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. It's true. And it's not Steven.
Nope.
Yet.
Not yet.
Though I guess we haven't really looked into that.
It's true. Blue Breed fanfic.
I can imagine a lot of revenge stories from like Jaden fans.
Blue Breed gets tied down and beaten.
Blue Breed gets grounded.
They make Moody and fucking go animate. She looks just like one of the Arthur characters.
Oh yeah, just like one ear on top of her head, a fucking beanie.
Looking through some of our older episodes, they've ranged from anywhere from like 75 views, or even as low as 50, to ones that are like closer to 500 or 1,000.
No, they get hundreds and hundreds of views, all of them.
Well, yeah, I just mean like there's a big range of views, and like it seems like the ones that we like a lot, at least some of them get a lot of attention, which is nice. Like one of the examples that I see here is the Steven Universe one is like 700. That's a great one.
Well, that's because it's got Lapis's ass in the thumbnail.
I just had another one.
Generally, the more sexual thumbnails get more clicks, I've noticed.
The panty and stocking with garter belt. I guess that's also sexual.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've been in the business for a long time.
Well, Crash Bandicoot is a really popular one too, and that one's amazing.
Yeah.
Because it has Steven Tower.
It is a fantastic episode because all the stories are ridiculous, but also it has Steven's artwork in the thumbnail.
Oh, you're right. It does have that back there.
I remember when we posted the Steven Universe episode, you posted the lapis you drew for it, and they're like, oh my, they're like, I wonder where they got this from, and you're like, people were like, oh my god, were they stealing your art for their thumbnail? You're like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. It says my name right there!
Right? Oh my god.
People don't know how to read.
No.
Steven, talk to your fans that don't know how to read.
Learn, please.
Steven, really get in there. Really make them pay.
Now you listen here, you motherfucker. You're
not a go animate character.
Targeting one specific person.
You're grounded until you go on to youtube.com and look up the 1 gallon breast milk challenge and also how to read.
You thought you'd be safe from the 1 gallon breast milk challenge references in episode 100. A culmination of all of our greatest hits.
1 gallon breast milk challenge.
Where would we be of all of our greatest hits without the many, many intro tangents of the Walker Brothers? I have a new story on that.
Oh shit!
You met the Walker Brothers?
No, my mom came to visit my house for Christmas this week, and
Okay.
she, I was like, let's put something on TV. I was gonna put on Rankin Bass or something, and I was looking on YouTube for a special, and she's like, why don't you put on the Miser Brothers songs? I've been really getting into that song lately. I was like, what?
Into that song?
So she proceeds to look up the chorus version with real instruments of the Snow Miser and Heat Miser and sing along and tell me about how funny they are, and then tell me about how Burgermeister Meisterburger is an excellent and very funny character. But it was from the mom standpoint, she's like, so there's this character, his name is Burgermeister Meisterburger, and basically he doesn't want any toys in the kingdom.
You're like, Mom, I know he's very funny.
I was dying. I was like, I've read so much fucking fan fiction of the stupid characters and thought about them so much. You come into my home on Christmas and explain to me who the Miser Brothers are and what Burgermeister Meisterburger tells the kingdom.
Why don't you sit down and let me tell you what they say?
Ba-da-bum-bum!
Dun! And the Heat Miser one's slower. He goes bum 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 bum.
She literally puts on several different compilations and fan remixes and sings along while I'm trying to cook in the kitchen. She's killing me. Trying not to focus on that. I just can't believe this.
Fucking stomps in costume, starts messing up the kitchen.
You know what I've really been getting into is the Miser Brothers theme song.
I try so hard not to bring up anything related to my personal life with my parents, but when they mansplain the Miser Brothers to me, I just about lose it.
See, he's the cold one. He likes it when it's cold outside.
He's Mr. 10 Below, after all.
Trying to explain why that they have to just the plot meticulously to me, and I just can't handle it.
One of the things they're popular for is they sing this song, and they talk about how one likes White Christmas, okay, and then the other one, he likes Green Christmas. No snow.
Now get this, he likes Green Christmas.
Pointing at the TV when the scenes come on to tell me about them.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Frame by frame.
Are you watching? Yes, I've seen this. I know who the Miser Brothers are.
Wait, go back.
She puts a fucking flash drive into your PS4 and it uploads a PowerPoint.
It changes your PS4 theme to the Miser Brothers.
That would be so crazy.
Where are you going?
Wiping the tears from my eyes and the snot from my nose.
It wouldn't be an episode of our podcast if you didn't stop to excrete something out of yourself.
Okay, well, that's my tie back to the Walker Brothers. by that I mean the Miser Brothers.
The Walker Brothers.
The nostalgia critic Walker Brothers.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll share a memory of mine. This one's more of a recent one, when we did our episode on Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I found this absolutely chaotic crossover with Codename Kids Next Door that was just so batshit insane, and there were so many characters in the room all the time, and everything they said would interject with each other, and Jet was there for some reason. He was trying so hard to get laid with any single female that would be in his vicinity. He kept saying, "Where are the beds?
Yeah.
Any women want to meet me in a bed?"
He would appear in a new room and ask where the beds are.
Someone tried to bring his confidence down. He's like, yeah, that's like saying no one wants to have sex with me or some shit like that.
Didn't he start fucking cursing out number 4 or something?
Yeah, he did.
He's like, "Listen to me, you piece of fucking shit." Oh my god, and there was I don't remember if it was the Sonic episode or the One Piece episode, but it was a crossover of those two, and it was Sonic on them going merry, and everything was all fine and dandy except for Sanji, who had a problem because Nami had a crush on Sonic. And then Sanji goes to confront him, and then Sonic just out of the blue just breaks all the PG barriers. He's like, "You fucking piece of shit, you better leave me alone." And we were so taken aback because it was such a PG story up until that moment where Sonic just dropped slur after slur.
Sonic wasn't having it from Sanji.
So he knew that Sanji didn't like him,
Yeah.
so he had to let him have it.
Well, I gotta call back to our first fan fiction jam, the Pawn Stars Gold and Silver fan fiction jam, because we were stunned to find there was very little, if any, fan fiction on Pawn Stars, which is one of the ripest minds for fan fiction. And it's so surprising because it was popular in the late 2000s when fan fiction was huge, and it was a show that like had characters. I don't know. I feel like it should have had a lot of fan fiction.
You would think it would be it's just an easy setup to put these stupid characters in. I mean, for God's sakes, they had a crossover with iCarly.
Right.
Yeah.
That alone should be like just bait for everybody.
Yeah, really good jumping off point.
Crash Bandicoot could pawn Aku Aku.
So we hosted
And then
a jam.
Chumley puts him on and gets invincible.
Oh,
And
God.
he runs into the old man and he goes, boop!
So we had a bunch of people help us write fan fiction for that, and that was wonderful. And the stories are really good.
That was a good one. Now, Steven, you say a memory.
I really liked last Christmas when we had fucking Grinchmas. Just, we all...
Yeah, for everyone out there who hasn't heard, whenever we do our holiday episodes, you can generally tell them because they have like special thumbnails. We always write our own fanfics for those. We don't do we don't read just whatever we find online. And last Christmas, 2020, we all ended up writing Grinch-related stories without any of us knowing, and it was crazy.
Oh, my God.
So we had a specific ban on Grinchmas for this year when we did our Christmas special.
Not nary a Grinch in sight.
God. Also in Sonic lives in Buffalo, New York, and he manages a Foot Locker, but he has a summer home in California along with Panty, Stocking, and Daffy Duck, all each managers of their own Foot Lockers.
That was the one I was saying was really good. That had a lot of views.
That one is great.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a great one. I remember when we did episode 50, we finished that one up because I really wanted to see the ending, which of course doesn't have an actual ending, but we just didn't get to read all that was written.
Mm.
But it was worth it to go back and see that fucked up world again.
Yeah.
We also got to finish the Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Go to Chipotle.
A classic as far back as episode 2.
With fucking Scooby-Doo's die eye.
Mm-hmm. Which one did you pick for that one, Steven? I don't remember.
For Scooby-Doo?
No, for when we did the episode 50 where we finished stories we had started in the past.
Oh, God. Wasn't it like a Fat Albert one?
No, it was Corey in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Corey's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, that's another classic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That first one just evolved into toilet humor to the point where it was like unreadable and you were dying. You're like, shit, poop, fuck.
Robbie Rotten used a lightsaber, and that was really cool.
that is true. There was a lot going on today. All right, enough reminiscing on the past. Let's talk about the future. 2022 is right around the corner. Steven,
Yeah?
what are your hopes for the new year? What sort of cool lifetime events are you hoping to achieve?
Let's see. I want to incorporate my knowledge of 3D modeling into my knowledge of 2D illustration and see how that pans out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you mean specifically related to the channel or just in general?
I guess just in general.
Okay. What about you?
I want to create more stuff, more art-related things with both channel animations, character art. I guess just draw more, get better at drawing.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of areas I can see that I can improve on, and I want to fix that.
Nice. Well, I'm going to open a coffee shop, but also for the channel I want to do a...
Can we say what the coffee shop's called, or will you get doxxed?
Yeah, it's fine for now. Perhaps I'll admit to that later down the line.
Oh, okay, dope.
But,
when you're a success.
yeah, I have to prove my worth first. But it's going. I'm also going to do a My Immortal... We're going to do a My Immortal series here. And I just hope... I'm going to edit that, so I just hope we can finish it.
Yeah, speaking of which, episode 100!
Woo! Yes!
Woo! You kind of shot your shot a little early there, but since it's episode 100, we wanted to read possibly the most iconic fanfic out there, My Immortal, the Harry Potter fanfiction, which, to my knowledge, none of us know a single thing about other than it's horny, maybe?
Yeah. We'll read the first chapter or a couple here maybe, and then we'll just begin to like break it up into episode per chapter, maybe like 1 or 2 per episode or something like that.
We're gonna feel it out. We're gonna see how it goes. Like we don't even know how long the chapters are. We don't know how long just one chapter will take. Or
I'm
whatever.
sure the chapters.
We're gonna feel it out right now, and then we're gonna figure out something to go along with that as we go on.
Yeah, we'll probably just have fun stuff along with My Immortal and our actual show.
Mm-hmm.
And for today, we have a couple other things.
We'll get to those when we get to those. So, My Immortal.
Right now?
Sure.
Okay. Whoa. So I'm reading this off My Immortal host, myimmortalrehost.webs.com. It's a very interesting, like, DeviantArt-esque graphic here.
Whoa, she's beautiful.
Where somebody
is that the Twin Towers in the background?
No.
The twin Hogwarts in the background.
There's like... I guess I'll preempt this with... Like, the website has a few columns. Home, chapters 1 through 22, chapters 23 through 44, videos, downloads, and what happened. And there's apparently a movie, My Immortal the Movie.
Whoa.
Which is 11 parts on YouTube and has been deleted, maybe.
No.
We'll have to figure that out and then watch the movie after we finish the story.
Absolutely.
There's a short what happened section here I'll read that hopefully explains what's going on here and why there needs to be a website to host this.
All right. Give him complete silence. Don't even let the cat come in.
What happened to My Immortal? Due to the millions of people giving incorrect information buzzing around the internet, I wish to set the record straight about what happened to the story. My Immortal was submitted and hosted on fanfiction.com, fanfiction.net, some point in 2006.
That's their problem. They were submitting to the wrong website.
And in 2006, it achieved massive popularity. Fanfiction, for some unknown reason, went on a campaign of deleting various stories from their website in late 2008, and this process appears to still be continuing. My Immortal and the many My Immortal inspired stories, such as Emma Wizard, were deleted. To repeat a point, it is at the moment, December 4th, 2008, unknown to why fanfiction has deleted these stories. This website was created a long time ago.
Damn.
Yeah, over a decade.
13 years ago.
We're old.
Some of these stories were resubmitted on fanfiction.com, some by their original author, and the vast majority were deleted again. Shortly before My Immortal's deletion, My Immortal 2 was released by someone claiming to be Tara Gillespie. That's the original creator. I think that's fine to include since it's like common knowledge.
Yeah.
This was later revealed to be someone posing as Tara, who then claimed to be a hacker in the control of the account and was also bullcrap. My Immortal 2 was not written by Tara Gillespie and hence is not part of the official My Immortal story, but if you find a copy, I'm sure it's still a good lols.
Yeah, 2008, absolutely.
I'm sure it's still a good lols.
Also, you may hear stories of Tara's boyfriend, quote unquote. These stories apply to the same person who was behind My Immortal 2. As of this moment, Tara Gillespie has not made any new parts to the story since July 2007, and is not expected to create any more.
Does that mean it never ended?
I think it ended because there's My Immortal 2 and a movie, if those are
That's
canon.
true.
I mean, 2 isn't, but...
Canon. The My Immortal canon.
This is all the information that is verifiable. If you know why fanfiction deleted My Immortal and can verify it / have evidence, etc., then please make that information public.
Someone's been paying for this website domain for 13 years, and they haven't found any sort of, like, information on this situation.
Probably just forgot about it.
They still get billed every year. Like, what the fuck is this huge charge? Oh, yeah. God, I love My Immortal.
Probably just paid for, like, 10 years or something, and the host just is still active.
The host knows no one's gonna buy that domain, so they just leave it up.
Theories to why fanfiction deleted My Immortal include 1. Fanfiction are preps. 2. Fanfiction deleted it due to quote-unquote inappropriate content, such as sex scenes or copyright infringement.
Well, the second one, maybe, but they would not care about the first one.
Yeah.
Number 3. Fanfiction could not bear to look at such awful abuse of the English language anymore.
Now we're talking.
No, fanfiction loves that. Number 4, fanfiction just wanted to spoil our lulls.
They would never. Fanfiction respects us.
Number 5, so many preps reported it, which links back to point 2 and 1.
If you're a prep out there and you're listening to this show, then fuck you.
Get out of here.
Either way,
you can't take our laws from us.
Either way, be sure to sign the petition to get My Immortal back on fanfiction. petitiononline.com/keepinmy/petition.html. Wait, it ends in HTML. What is this?
It's a virus.
It's the code for the website.
Oh, it's over now. Maybe it worked, I don't know. Until then, this site ensures fanfiction cannot delete this great piece of work from the interwebs. Okay, thanks, bye. Copyright 2008.
I think we've learned everything we need to learn. Good story.
That'll be the intro.
Now, I think with that, you can take us on a little adventure.
What a legend.
Yeah. I'm going to edit this in front of that for my future self. But I just want to say, before we read chapter 1, we're just going to go through the What Happened section of My Immortal rehost.webs.com, which is a website that's been up for 13 years dedicated to preserving My Immortal. Now, on with chapter 1. Okay.
So you want me to put that back in over here, and then...
I mean, this is the episode 100, so we can just kind of let it roll if you want, but I'm just going to create these as individual YouTube videos for my own purposes down the line.
Okay.
Like chapter 1, chapter 2.
So you're telling me you want your show to have a better production value than mine?
Well, I mean, if you want, I mean...
You're making my job hell.
This can all be part of episode 100, but I think we should break it up so that if you're looking for just...
This is part of episode 100.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You're
Sorry.
spoiling the episode. You're making Steven upset.
Ah!
Okay, well...
He's passionate.
Don't let him push your buttons,
I'll do it this what I will later on.
Okay, go read the funny.
Chapter 1, author's note. Special...
Good start.
Right?
Special Fangs Z in quotes. Or wait. Author's note. Special Fangs Z. For anyone new to the show, we read these verbatim. So, if there's any spelling errors, it's not my fault. I will read them.
You've gotten a sentence in and your mind's already melted.
It's fucking 2008 emo speak already.
Our brains are already getting crosswired.
2006. Special Fangs Z in parentheses. Get it? Cause I'm gothic. To my GF parentheses. Ew, not in that way. Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock.
And spelling.
Justin, you are the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Shout out My Chemical Romance.
Oh yeah, Justin.
I'm being taken back to DeviantArt group so much right now.
Remember your old DeviantArt usernames?
I sure do.
This is already so hard to read.
Yes.
Not because it's like cringe or anything. It's just like all abbreviations like URDA, LUV.
This is what you wanted. You've been hyping the story up for like 2 months.
Okay, there's a separation for the next page with a bunch of X's. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I get my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee.
Wait, did the story start or is she describing herself?
That's part of the story.
Okay.
She is describing herself.
I didn't know if the author's note ended or not.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the story now.
Author's note.
You're kidding!
If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here.
What?
Amy Lee.
We better get
Look up Amy Lee.
Amy Wong.
Describe her to the audience.
All right,
Amy
all
Wong
right.
from Futurama.
Let's see here. Amy Lee.
Amy the
Okay.
Hedgehog.
Okay, so Amy Lee, she looks...
She's a woman. She's from Evanescence.
Yep, she's a girl. She's got black, like pitch black hair.
Ebony black hair.
Ebony black hair. She's got pale skin, eyeshadow.
This is what our protagonist looks like.
Yeah, but our protagonist has purple streaks in their black hair and red tips.
That's hot.
And also icy blue eyes.
Oh.
Whew.
I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my Gerard Way is the My Chemical Romance guy.
We're already hitting the incest.
I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin, and I'm also a witch. And I go to magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a Wait, what is 7th year?
That's the final year.
Okay.
That's the Deathly Hallows.
I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt.
Make sure you do your character voices when you're changing your characters.
Okay, well, there's no quotes yet, so I don't have to read it, but I will.
There are 2 characters, I think. There's a Gerard Way and an Amy Lee. I think she's
just
already lost.
She's just randomly saying she's not related to real life person Gerard Way for no reason.
But she wishes she was because he's a hottie.
Yes.
She wants to fuck her cousin.
For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt.
Damn.
Oh yeah, she did say, I wish I was related to him because he's hot.
Oh
what?
my god.
Yeah, that hits you like an hour later.
It didn't...
Thank you. You're enraptured in the story.
I am. I'm trying really hard to picture these stupidly elaborate outfits.
The story...
It's just a mini skirt and a corset!
I'm not done.
Processing the story is like trying to fucking open a big-ass file when your mainframe's just covered in fucking queso.
I love Hot Topic and I buy all my clothes from there. For example,
you were
today
say I love hot dogs.
I love hot dogs.
I buy them from the
Please, I'm just trying to describe our outfit.
Steven said something about queso and I was thinking about food.
I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt.
That's hot.
Pink fishnets and black combat boots.
Oh, damn.
I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts.
The Hot Topic in Hogsmeade.
Hot Topic P&G lady outside Hogsmeade. Yeah, sitting in a Hogsmeade, she would not belong at all. She kind of would, because there's like Death Eater people.
I gotta draw her for the thumbnail.
I know, I want to draw her too. She's putting so much work into this persona. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Why?
The first line, holy shit.
I fucking hate preps, and I'm glad she does too.
I get the intro now. Hey, Ebony! Shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy.
Oh.
Hey, Ebony.
What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing. He said shyly.
You're making him sound more like Crab. He's suave.
Oh, yeah.
And smug.
Nothing.
Just remember PlayStation 1 Draco.
That guy's kind of a snot-nosed kid, though. Draco's more smooth, especially in 7th year.
What about when he whips out his super wizard crackers?
In 7th year, it's so petty.
That's
he
what he calls it.
cast death magic when he's putting out his wizard crackers.
Yeah, they have that fight with Harry in the bathroom in the Half-Blood Prince, so that he's just throwing colorful cartoon bombs.
Yeah.
Harry uses a fucking...
Okay, sorry.
No good.
Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it any good? Please tell me, Fangs.
Was that chapter 1?
Yep, that's chapter 1.
Impressive.
Ooh.
Do you want to read more?
Let's go one more.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay.
It took us so long to just get any sort of narrative, so...
Chapter 2. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping with the chapter. By the way, prep stop flaming my story, okay?
Yeah, they got fucking pissed that they got called out.
This paragraph is separated by XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood. Remember, she's a vampire.
There's a lot going on. It's snowing and raining.
Oh my lord.
I guess, yeah.
She woke up in her bedroom in her coffin.
So it's sleet.
She's like,
I guess when you wake up in a coffin, it's hard to tell. It's very muffled.
She pushes the door open and slinks up in her wife beater and burps.
Yeah.
She drinks her her tableside blood bag.
I would be surprised if you didn't describe her outfit as soon as she's up.
Wife beater and flip flops.
No. No woman would ever wear those things.
Sorry, white tank top.
Thank you. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. What do you think, like empty Fanta grape? Plastic bottle.
God. They don't have Fanta in the UK.
Right, it's Fanta.
Wanta Fanta.
My coffin was black ebony and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends.
Is black ebony any different from just black?
I'll look it up.
No.
It's important.
You can't be the one that has...
it.
You have the story. You
It's
can't
like
be looking stuff up.
It's like a warm black, essentially.
It's a type of wood. Black ebony is one of the most valuable
See?
types of wood.
Yeah.
Okay. Steven already knew it.
Well, I shouldn't have Google imaged that.
Uh-oh.
It's just black women.
Yep. Ebony porn.
Did you like it?
I was surprised.
By how much you liked it.
Moving on. I was hoping to find a picture of the black wood, but I mean, what do you expect? It's just dark wood, whatever.
I've played Minecraft, I know.
I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and my black fishnets on.
She's already had 3 outfits.
I like it. It's very vivid world building.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
They haven't talked about her eyes enough.
You're gonna like this next sentence. I put on my 4 pairs of earrings and my pierced ears, and put my hair on in a kind of messy bun.
Put my hair on?
She put on 4 pairs of earrings.
That's cool.
So 8, but didn't describe any of them. Just like earrings.
And then you got the lobes.
Like black rings, do you think?
I think like those thick ones that kind of the top part of your ear, you know, they just kind of like wrap around
the
it.
Clips, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just all gauges.
Just boring 4 holes in her ear.
She has one big gauge, and then there's a bunch of like other rings that go inside the other rings, so she can spin it, and it's like a piece.
It's a fucking fidget spinner on her ear.
No, not like that. You know how like you have like a ring, like I guess horizontal, and you have one vertical in there, and then there's like another one.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that in her giant fucking gauge.
My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you. Well, Raven was the one who helped her, right?
I think so.
No, Fangs was... Wait, Bloody Tear 666 was helping her.
Raven's cool.
Yeah.
Raven Simone.
Raven was her girlfriend, but not like that, you.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Gays didn't exist back in 2008. What a fucking horrible time.
I was one of those kids.
You said ew?
No, I just liked seeing women, and by that I mean 14-year-old girls that I was the same age as.
Of course.
But now that you're 18 plus, you only view women of 18 plus.
Yeah. If only 18 plus women dressed like that.
God, if only.
But also didn't talk like this.
Yeah.
But also didn't talk to me.
You're right. I gotta draw the line somewhere. My friend Willow, author's note Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes.
Imagine having a sleepover with a vampire and they just fucking get in their coffin and shut you out. And they're like, I guess I'll sleep over here.
So there's like grates on the side so they can still talk to each other.
It's like a confessional booth.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of tin cans with some string that you can like hang out the side, because when you close the coffin door, the string still like sticks out.
There's just a bullhorn on the top of the coffin.
They would be texting on their Blackberries.
You're right.
True.
So I guess Willow woke up in her adjacent coffin.
Is she a vampire?
It didn't say, it just said she woke up.
Okay, we'll get to the bottom of that.
She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup. Black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. Oh, she has her coffin in the Slytherin room.
She drug her coffin up all those stairs, all those fucking moving stairs. And she just like had to slam it down like where a bed would go.
I'm sure it like doubles as a rolling suitcase or something.
I feel like Hogwarts would have a policy against vampires. You can't just supply her blood.
That is a interesting point.
Her dad has to bring her lunch blood in a brown paper bag.
Yuck. I'm interested to see if she like has a family or what that situation is. I mean, considering how poorly Malfoy treats people of other races, I wouldn't particularly...
Like, this really is 2008, where all she said was hi, bye, and that's an achievement.
Yeah. You were talking to Malfoy yesterday? Malfoy said hi, and then she was like, what's up? And he's like, nothing.
She said, I gotta go.
Yeah, he shouted, hey, Ebony. And then, wait, is her name Ebony? Yes, Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way. He shouted, hey, Ebony.
Dementia.
And she said, what's up? And then nothing.
She said, oh, there's my friends. I gotta go.
Oh, she had to go.
Yeah.
Draco.
No, Malfoy just didn't drive by her. He wanted to talk.
Yeah, but she had to go. See her friends.
I wonder what year Malfoy this is.
You think he's a younger year? You're imagining year one Wizard Cracker Malfoy again?
He's the best one. He becomes a shithead later on.
Thumbnail's gonna have her and also PS1 Malfoy. Her love. I'm sure it'll clarify.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what like era of Harry Potter we're in.
Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall.
Because if it's year 7, Hogwarts is a fucking like home to the dark arts. They're not even in school anymore.
That's true.
But they still graduated, I guess.
I mean, they wouldn't know that in 2006, right? Didn't the movies come out, like, finish in 2010-ish?
But the books were done.
When did the last book come out?
We were in, like, middle school, so, like, I guess 2006, 2000, whatever.
Would you look up when the last Harry Potter book came out?
I'm on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, Willow said, do you like Draco? And then Ebony said, no, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed.
Smooth.
Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi. Hi, I replied flirtily.
Flirtily.
Oh my God.
Okay, 2007, so if this was written in 2006, this would be before, but even so, in
the second to last
Half-Blood
book, they were
Prince.
running around the woods, right?
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince, that's the one where Malfoy and Harry have that bathroom fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really Malfoy's only scene.
Hi, I replied flirtily.
Hi.
Guess what? He said. What? I asked.
Check out this super wizard cracker. Cracks it in her ear.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade.
What? Oh my
In
God.
Hogsmeade?
Yes!
There's no venues in Hogsmeade.
I'd like to put in like 10% volume Good Charlotte in the background next time they're in Hogsmeade.
God.
God damn it.
Oh my fucking God, I screamed. I love GC. They're my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. It's the end of chapter 2.
Oh,
my
we gotta
fucking
read
God.
one more. We gotta see how this develops. But no more, then we gotta move on.
Okay.
Let me see how long chapter 3 is. Probably not very long.
I'll try to keep my inquisitive dialogue to a minimum.
We'll try and just suspend our disbelief, as they say.
I'll try to imagine this dementia girl and Malfoy wearing Good Charlotte t-shirts.
Dementia is such a non-threatening, non-goth thing. It's just some...
It's cool and starts with D.
Chapter 3. Author's note. All caps. Stop blaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte.
Oh no. To Good Charlotte?
Yeah, it's spelled C-H-R. Charlotte.
That rocks.
On the night of the concert, I put on my... We're just going straight to the concert, alright.
That's good.
What else is going on? School? No. Why does Good Charlotte know what the wizarding world is?
I better not have to sing Good Charlotte lyrics.
If you're not, you're gonna have to make a poor man's MIDI of the song in like less than a day.
I'll just steal somebody's cover off YouTube and then put that through a digitizer. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC.
Why would you read a depressing book if you're depressed?
I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on any foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. Let's unpack there. Do you have any comments on that paragraph?
I was just gonna say, like, it's fine for now, but in that first scene, I'm pretty sure Hogwarts has a pretty stiff dress code, and they would not let her.
I just imagine the preps who she hates getting really mad that she's putting on these, like, extremely out of dress code outfits every day.
She's in the fucking window seat in Defense Against the Dark Arts where everyone else is in a uniform. She's got all the colorful characteristics of an anime character, and everyone else is just a bland chap around her.
What do they call the, like... Is it preps? They call the, like, hall monitor equivalents of Hogwarts something.
Isn't it preps?
I think it is preps, which makes it really funny that she hates preps because she's really not abiding their outfit rules.
Exactly.
But she's in the 7th year, so I guess she doesn't really care at this point.
Yeah. She's like, they're mad. They go, get back to your dormitory.
Do you think she,
say,
like...
fuck you.
At what point in her time at Hogwarts do you think she went through this emo phase, or when she, like, developed it?
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I don't like all this bullshit tournament school spirit crap.
I don't want to hang out with these fucking Frenchies in the girls' school.
She talks about having lots of fucking eyeliner on. I just imagine her taking one of those fat chisel Sharpies to her face.
She took a bath with Moaning Myrtle. Poor Moaning Myrtle.
Just in the middle of this paragraph, which is completely normal, I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists.
Uh-huh.
But I guess she's like a vampire, so it's fine, because she can't die.
Yeah. Do vampires bleed?
Technically, but it's not like...
They're full of blood.
Yeah, but they don't have a beating heart, right? Aren't they undead, technically?
Technically, yeah.
Well, a stake goes through their heart to kill them, right?
True.
So they need to have, like, some importance in their heart. Look up, do vampires bleed, and just whatever the first result says is our canon answer for the story.
And look up a good-ass steak recipe.
Okie doke.
Well, I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was his like flying Oldsmobile.
He's ghost riding the whip.
He is. He's flying without him. Bet that looks sweet.
Wearing his fucking Jordans.
Don't worry, we'll describe his outfit in detail.
Thank God.
He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at this show too.
Draco's like the most suck-up prep guy in all of Slytherin.
I know. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot for cool boys wear it, okay?
Okay. You're allowed to like what you like.
What's the verdict on do vampires bleed?
Let's see, I got two different answers. One answer is no, because all of the blood is stored in the heart, so they can't bleed unless they're forcefully ejected. The other is that they can bleed because their hearts do beat. It's just a lot slower than the normal human.
She said she had to wait for the bleeding to stop, so I guess she does bleed.
Mm.
So you do bleed.
So you do bleed.
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Why are you depressed? You're going to say Good Charlotte!
Gotta be emo.
You're in Malfoy's flying car!
Don't get any blood in the seats, okay?
You know how many girls wish they could be in my flying car!
You know that scene in the fucking movie where Snape is going around fucking kicking out kids from fucking in the cars? I just imagine they were one of those couples.
What do you mean?
You don't remember that?
No!
Which movie was this?
God, it was
Sorcerer's
Which one was
Stone.
it?
No, it was one of the later ones. Like, there's
Probably Half-Blood Prince. I remember that one the least.
yeah, like Snape and one of the other teachers are like walking around patrolling, and there's like multiple cars, and some of them are fucking rocking, and he'll like
He'll pull open the door and go minus points to a Slytherin or whatever.
Oh my god!
I feel like I do remember that, but it's been so long.
I wish I was
Yeah.
old enough to find that funny at the time, because that sounds really funny.
I need to watch some Harry Potter again. I feel like I've only seen Half-Blood Prince like one time.
I saw them all in theaters, in the like at least the last handful, and the last handful were so slow.
Yeah. They're still good movies, though.
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666, and flew to his place with the concert.
His place with the concert?
The place with the concert,
Okay.
sorry. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there...
And drugs.
We both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. What drugs do you think Draco Malfoy smoked?
Salvia.
I smoked crack. It got me really excited for Good Charlotte.
Whenever I need a pick-me-up, I just go to potions class and make a little something.
Yeah, they're walking in the snow and whatnot, and he like pulls open.
Oh,
the
that's
wagons
Goblet.
randomly.
Yeah, that's Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, Goblet of
crazy.
Fire, and yeah, some of them are fucking rocking, and he's like minus points towards Gryffindor.
Like a fucking.
Points
Yeah,
his
I
wand,
forgot about that.
presses his wand to the bare breast of a beautiful woman and says, minus points to Gryffindor.
Flicks her nipple a little bit. He's like, oh, minus.
He says Engorgio. Just to the one tit.
Draco Malfoy smokes salvia and has a nightmare in the car and doesn't want to get out.
We all know that Malfoy drinks lean.
My full of this special blend.
Yeah, he made it in potions class.
He got it from the Muggle world.
Excuse me, Professor. Would you show us how to make cough syrup?
Why?
Please. And Sprite.
The audacity to ask.
Snape to whip up a batch of Sprite.
Holy shit.
Oh my lord.
Draco with his puppy dog eyes. You can buy Sprite, Draco. I'm positive there's like an anti-coughing spell you can learn. You have some darker intentions with this potion.
Snape gives him his own stash.
He gives him the
He
Robitussin.
pokes Crab and Goyle and makes them start coughing also. See, we need it.
And Sprite.
And please, Sprite.
but not the zero sugar one.
Please, no.
Sprite cranberry would also be okay.
Okay. They're going to the concert.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Back to the concert.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Good Charlotte sounds like. Hold on. Let me just put this really close to my ear to get a quick sound bite. Sounds like typical teen pop.
Sounds like radio
It's
core.
not very emo. Oh, I know what band this is.
It's radio core.
Yeah, it's not... They do have like kind of an emo aesthetic, huh? Interesting. Okay, so here's my rendition of Good Charlotte's unspecific song. You come in cold, covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She set you free in this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to this song. To that song.
Thank you, Joel.
Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung.
He said, no, I'm hot. I'm like Joel, kinda. Yeah.
He went, just a second.
You're covered in cold, you're covered in blood. See?
You like blood, right? You're one of those you sucky. Not like that. What?
Filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly Draco looked sad.
Why?
Because she said he was hot.
Oh,
In front of Draco.
Well, how's he gonna compete with Joel Good Charlotte?
Yeah, it's true.
Joel Charlotte.
What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music.
Like punching and
elbow
swinging.
swinging.
Hey, what's wrong, Draco?
Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff.
Really?
I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly.
Hillary Duff?
What the fuck?
That's hilarious.
I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face.
Damn.
Ebony called Hillary Duff a fucking bitch.
She has every right to.
The
She tried to steal Draco from him.
The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them.
Benji.
We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into... the Forbidden Forest.
Oh, shit!
Oh, no.
That's the end of the chapter.
And if you want the thrilling next part of that, you're going to have to listen to our new podcast called something or other. My Immortal Cast. My Immortal Podcast.
Name to be a...
TBA. Blue Breed Cast. Immortal Breed.
God, what a fucking cruise.
Yeah, that... I gotta tell you, before I knew anything about the story, I was on the fence that it was just gonna be like boring and kind of nothing. But now that I've experienced the true goth heaven of 2008, I'm fully on board.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
That is.
Yeah, there's 44 chapters of that, and they're already going to fucking the Forbidden Forest.
Right?
She already called Hillary Duff a bitch and cut her wrist. Out of control.
Snape will never take points away there.
She slammed the door off her coffin open and put a dent in the ground. God.
Put a big dent in the Slytherin dorm drywall.
Draco just has...
They're like, you could have picked any spot to put your coffin, and you put it so the door slammed into the wall every morning.
She's sitting on like the one big chair in the common room, slitting her wrist, and the other the first tiers walk in and they're like, Can we help you, Ebony? Are you okay? He's like, no, you fucking bitches.
Get out
I'm
of
being
here.
emo.
The common room, just looking into the fireplace.
Fucking like 12-year-old first years walking by her like,
Mr. Snape, Ebony needs help.
Leave me alone.
Don't worry. I don't want to get involved.
Sometimes teenagers go through a phase like that. You'll understand when you're a 7th year.
She'll get over it. Okay,
Oh my fucking lord.
yeah, I rate that story an Immortal 11 out of 10.
It's our chapter 1 through 4 rating.
3.
1 through 3 rating.
I rate that story 8 polyjuice bottles full of lean and Malfoy's pocket out of 8.
I rate that story.
Polyjuice lean. It turns them into a different person, alright?
I rate that story 2 motherfucking middle fingers to the preps.
Woo! And now for something completely different. Woo! What's so funny?
I just got the reference that made me laugh.
For our special 100 episode spectacular, please enjoy this pre-recorded interview with channel veteran artist extraordinaire, first time on the podcast proper. Please enjoy our interview with the VTuber incredible lovely lady MarySquid.
Yeah.
MarySquid.
Mary.
Hey everybody, G-Pole popping in here on his little headset microphone in his very large room with his very loud air purifier on. Just jumping in real quick saying that before this interview gets started, we ended up having some technical difficulties on our side, so the audio was pretty unbearable, and we worked on it trying to get it to be a bit more manageable, so this part's going to be a little bit harder to listen to than what we're usually giving out, but we really didn't want to cut it out since we really enjoyed this talk with Mary, and we really wanted to include her and have her be part of this big 100 episode celebration. So sorry for the audio quality. I did my best to try to save it and get everything all lined up, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for watching the show. We really appreciate you. Look forward to 100 more episodes down the line. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Okay, we're recording now, so don't incriminate yourself or your friends.
It's too late. Starts typing it out.
Loudly banging on the keyboard. No, I'm not writing this down. And also recording it.
Keyboard right next to the microphone.
It's already being recorded. They're just writing it down and like screen recording and everything. What a nightmare. You need the drive timestamp to know that it was done. I'm timestamping everything with Spark Notes.
Oh my goodness.
Mary said penis at 1:52.
Penis, dicky, and balls.
Write that down. Spark Notes for some college, high school books. They're like
It's gonna be a-
books.
It's gonna be a twit longer right after this recording.
Much ado about nothing, much ado about Mary.
The MarySquid scandal. Mary said she was gonna drink pilk.
I'm drinking it right now.
Like the sound of your stomach when you drink it.
Belly full of pilk.
We just, something's come up. We're gonna have to do this interview another time.
No, it's too late. I'm already
I didn't know what
here.
pilk was until like a week ago, and now it's all I can think about.
It's true! I've been told that to Mama Blue and shit. Oh my lord.
It's a live
I was
stream.
not
Making
expecting
the
that.
breast milk video.
You showed me the worst video I've ever seen on YouTube. In exchange, I handed you a cursed phrase.
Alright,
I tried.
so
I drink the pilk. I don't care.
here's a warm-up question for you, Mary.
Sure.
Alright, what's the most cursed thing you have watched on YouTube.com?
the 1 gallon breast challenge because
I have
because we already got that covered.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Well, it's just it's a very it's really good. It's just hard to think of this stuff off the top of my head, so you're gonna have to give me a second. It's not really. It's not really.
Have one, I will provide one to you via my.
Oh no! It's fine. No! It's fine.
Your playlist titled "Cool and Cringe" that you keep adding things to.
Yeah.
Really? Well, this one's not even like cursed though. It just makes me laugh. Like it's really hard for me to find cursed stuff, even though my YouTube recommended is just always full of something.
Mm-hmm.
Always full of something.
Oh no!
And
I feel that.
this one always comes back to me. I'll say that. It makes me happy.
You're gonna have to overlay this joke.
Yeah. Ever since I first watched that video, every time I see like someone talk about a sexy character, right? Or they would just like a character would just show up. Everyone's just screaming in the replies, sex! So it's now just a normal inside. It's just like a low key inside joke now. I love it.
Everyone just loses their mind on the hog.
It's like melon pan tier, and I love that. I love the vibe. I love melon pan. I love melon pan.
What is melon pan? That's my next interview question for you.
All right. Well, so melon pan is a Swiss banker, I believe. I believe he's like I know. All I know is he has a very like important job. Like he's an actual businessman, and on the side he likes to do stuff like this. Yeah, this guy.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
Yeah. Scroll like it scares me, and I love.
Bad days.
What was his controversy like 5 years ago? He like shipped something that he wasn't supposed to or something? You know
I don't think and I doubt it was really a controversy on his side because he doesn't really care.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like
he just.
He tried to do something that got him in trouble and was really funny because that's how I learned about him.
Yeah.
I think I learned about him. I learned about him. This is the original, like, this is the first cosplay. Yeah, he is. Okay, cool. I'm not wrong. I would have cried. Yeah, I love that so much. This is
with Jolene on it.
I love it though. I love I just love everything about him. I wish there were more people like him.
Okay, so the thing was, in 2018, he got fired on his first day after his boss found his Twitter at the bank.
He's still rich and thriving. That's what kills me.
Yeah, good.
I was gonna say you should draw your persona at the urinal, like one of those pictures.
She doesn't have one though.
She could. She can still use it.
I'm on the fence with it. I'll say that. I'll do she can like grow one or something. I don't know.
She doesn't have to actually have one. It's just her standing at the urinal. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
She just has 1 foot over the urinal, just like stretched out.
Yeah. With the no bad day sign in front of her.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by Melon Pan.
Yeah, it's okay. We did too. So.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, my favorite, like, my first video of him was it's him like coming home from work, and like he's like actually walking home wearing like a suit and everything. He looks nice. He looks so nice and presentable. And then
Indeed.
and
drama.
Oh yeah.
The Melon Pan scandal.
I want to send
Yeah.
a really old photo of Melatan like behind a fort made out of anime figurines with like a "No Girls Allowed" sign.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it quickly enough.
I know what you're talking about too. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's like an old curse picture. It's good.
He. Mm.
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. I think he was just coming home from work. The minute he gets home, takes off his suit, puts on this weird ass fucking demon outfit with a dick attachment, and just starts smacking it against all of his body pillows. Just like hopping in he has a bed full of just nothing but body pillows.
Nice. Of course.
And it's just, I love it. It's so great.
I tried desperately to get one of the Chainsaw Man body pillow releases on their Japanese Jump website, but I couldn't do it. They sold out.
They saw.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The fever for Makima is insane in Japan as well, apparently, because it all sold out instantly.
Shit.
That's yeah.
They're selling dog biscuits with her face on them now.
Oh my
Nice.
That's evil.
It's so horny and cursed.
I love it.
Okay, Mary.
Mm.
Have you ever read any fan fiction, like on your own? Just out, search for it.
It's a very long time ago. I was still a kid, and because I'm not really big on like fan fiction, simply just because it requires me to read, and I'm too lazy to seek that shit out.
Well, I got a good podcast for you.
Did you have a favorite that the fan fiction was real?
No, nah. I was just like a curious teenager, and I was like, hey, oh, there's shipping in this.
Oh, so you went straight.
What is this? Yeah, and I was like, there's shipping, and I was just like, what does lemon mean?
Who were the characters? Classic.
Yeah, and then it was like Oran High School Host Club, and they were all just like ganging up on Haruhi, and I was like, this is interesting.
You said it wasn't canon, but it does
And I'm just like, that could be canon if you're like brave enough.
Did the twins' balls ever touch?
I wish.
See, she gets it.
I know.
We were
right?
talking about this earlier, but
I was talking about like the rampant incest of like the 2000s anime scene mainly.
Oh, there's so much. They had to have at least experimented once or twice. I have to be careful with how far I get talking about this because I'm way too I've become a lot more just openly chill about shit like this, to where I've been told to back off a little bit. Not to where they were mad at me. They were just like, we can't talk about this on Twitch. And I was like, okay, that's fair.
don't worry, we don't have any sponsors yet, so
Cool.
yet.
Yes.
That's fair.
That's a good jump to who, in your opinion, is the hottest fictional character?
Period.
That's a big question.
Number one.
Yeah.
Who's the best?
Maybe like specifically in the realm.
Do they have to be hot? Can they not be cute? Because it's
attractive by your standards.
Oh. Okay.
Like narrow this down by relating it back to fan fiction in some way.
Okie doke. Let's see here. I guess let's actually ask the question. Let's turn around and kind of ask first. What IPs do you think have the most fan fictions written about them?
Naruto.
It's up there.
Yep.
It's not even
Naruto.
close, but it's up there.
Oh, I'm not. I believe you. That's the first one that comes to my head. It's Naruto.
The 2000s were a breeding ground for creative types.
Oh yeah.
True.
Fanfiction.net, Naruto is in second place with 400,000.
Wait, really?
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, okay.
Naruto has the second most on fanfiction.net with 435,000 fanfictions.
I was
Would
close.
you like to know the number one, though?
What is number one?
Yes, just think 2000s fanfiction.
Sailor Moon? No.
No.
Maybe 2010s.
Okay. Fuck.
Don't just think like
I want to say Kingdom Hearts too.
Kingdom Hearts is probably like around the top 10. It's got 74,000.
Really? Okay. Final Fantasy?
no.
I know people are big on that.
You've got too much tunnel vision. You can go broader than just animation.
What is the biggest kingdom of the 2000-2010 area where fanfiction was huge?
Doctor Who.
No.
That's up there. It's just above Kingdom Hearts.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know there were a lot of big people in there.
How big were they?
Not to my standards, I'll say that. But
Number 6 is Hitalia.
that's fair.
That makes sense.
Those characters.
What about Black Butler?
Yeah, they're a little bit deeper of a cut, but let's see if I can find it here.
Oh, sorry, my heater is cold where I am.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
It's like 69 degrees outside where we are.
Really? It's like 30. Right.
While Black Butler isn't very high, there's still relics of Black Butler, like low quality, like merch at cons even to this day because there was so much at the time.
Not to tangent so too much, but I've been seeing a lot of like Soul Eater love at conventions and stuff lately.
Oh yeah.
Like
Recently?
yeah, like we've been to a couple things here and there, and I've seen like a good handful of like Soul Eater cosplayers and merch and stuff, and like that was the first anime I went out of my way to actually watch, not just something to catch on TV or whatever. And that it just warmed my heart to see so much love for the series again because it's been dead pretty much since it like finished back in like 2012, 2015.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because Fire Force's new series has been picking up so much lately.
I forgot about Fire Force.
Yeah.
Number 1 was Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. That's yeah. You're right. That's completely understandable.
Yeah, and to put it into perspective, Naruto was sitting at 435,000 fanfics. Harry Potter sits at 837,000 fanfics.
God damn.
Almost double. It's at one place above it. And that's only specifically on the website, so there's probably millions of Harry Potter fanfictions. Oh yeah.
I think although when it comes to hottest characters, I have an issue with hyperfixating. That's my thing. So I could think this one character's hot, but then I'm like, this other character's hot too. So I end up like kind of like hopping here and there.
Right.
There's one you gotta keep going back to though.
That is what makes your pick unique. Yeah.
That's completely understandable. And
you ran your course, you dumped your load, so to speak. And then you just crawl on back to him.
Pocket this.
I would say Jill Stingray from Valhalla. If you know what that is.
Google search real quick.
I have aesthetic-wise, I have a thing for just very tired and depressed women. I don't know why.
She seems exactly up your alley. No.
Let's go, Bardbot!
The first thing I clicked on was a gif from Bardbot where she's just massaging alcohol into her boobs.
I'm sending it.
Yep.
Holy shit. Let's
Yep.
go, Bard. My boy.
Yep.
Ride the melons.
That's her. And she
that one was.
she's usually shipped with her. She's usually shipped with her boss. So I get a lot of like good like lesbian woman on woman mechanical arm kind of action. I love that.
I love women too.
Right now another one is the Lore Master from Helltaker. She doesn't get enough art, but the art of her is what is like really good. It's
There's so many Helltaker characters and they all have good art.
the one with the goggles.
Yeah, she's like the best one.
Yep.
I've been I actually referenced a little bit of her with my character actually.
The goggles and the lab coat.
And then like while looking just for more art of her, I just find more like good art of her. And I'm like, I love her so much.
Oh yeah, she's a great design.
Oh, damn, let's go.
Our
Good art.
choice are Helltaker and Valhalla.
Mm.
For sure. Helltaker's free, right?
I like yeah, Helltaker should be free. I also like also been like back on Toho Girls too recently.
I just played Toho Lunar Nights. It was so good.
I love Toho. I've been like I think what got me into it was all the art of the main character Reimu.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Palo was talked into finally making it so out of
That was like the best thing ever.
Held
like,
down, they spit in his eye.
He was like really scared to make it because of how fucking weird people are about liking series with younger characters or whatever.
That's completely fair because I'll be honest with you, Twitter is weird. Unfortunately, one of my favorite characters is a fairy, which makes it even worse.
Oh, that's like Clown Piece or whatever.
Yeah, it's Clown Face. She's my favorite. I love her. I love just how stupid she looks. Yeah, she's literally a fairy from hell that's meant to like turn people, like just meant to direct people into madness, and she looks like she's got the American flag on. It's so good.
I will say that the way her jester hat has the top ball with the 2 points going into one really pisses me off.
Really?
It's so annoying to look at.
It's got the little spinny to it. It's so cute.
She's wearing a Playmates baby toy on her head.
She is. And then I have like other art that I can't share.
For a long time, I thought like she was just like somebody's star versus like OC.
Really? Yeah.
Especially in this one picture that you can't see in this audio platform that you shared with us. She looks very westernized.
I think a lot of Western fans love her because of how ridiculous she is.
Few things about Toho.
There's a lot. I kind of bullied my friend into just playing the game because he kept asking dumb questions, and I was like, I'm not going to spoon feed you any longer. Just play the game.
Aren't these games like bullet hells?
Yeah, they're bullet hells.
Where's the time to put in the plot?
There's none.
Oh, okay.
There's just there's like casual dialogue in between like boss fights, but like if you really want to know, like I usually just look it up on the wiki.
Yeah, I got you. I think Lunar Nights is great, and that's basically like a Metroidvania. But then I also, what's that one that's like, it's called like something the bullet or no? Yeah.
Shoot the bullet.
Shoot the bullet. Yeah, it's like the camera one.
I hate that one. I'm so bad at it.
It's like the opposite of a bullet hell. You have to like dodge the bullets until you like clear screen. Basically, you don't.
Yeah, and you only get 4 pictures. You only get 4 pictures, and you have to take pictures to. You have to take pictures of the biggest attacks for the most points.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't attack. You can't hit back. You have to just avoid it.
Yeah, super interesting game. A good Toho game. But it is hard.
It's very difficult.
All right, and before we let you go, I wanted to ask if you've read any of the fan fiction that's about you.
I did not even know there was fan fiction about me.
Good news. We're just gonna randomly pick one and then randomly read a segment about it. Okay?
I am terrified, but okay.
Let's see. One of these that has some really good tags on it.
Did you like look up MarySquid fan fiction?
We did.
Oh no! That's news to me, and I'm not sure if I'm ready. But I can take it. I can take it.
Control F for her name so we can try to find like a relevant segment.
Oh no!
There's like 30,000 words. They're way too long to just like.
What?
Oh yeah, there's some very interesting.
At least something good came out of this trip. He managed to save money by buying only 3 cartons of chocolate milk instead of the usual 5. And Mary said he didn't know anything about budgeting. He would have to tell her about his great accomplishment later. I'll pay with credit. That's my Thaf voice, by the way.
Oh no!
Thaf tapped his fingers on the counter as he waited for the operating screen to finish loading. For a moment, he could have sworn he saw a small message on the screen. Are you still there? He blinked and the machine was asking him to present his card. Okay, where's Mary? There's more Mary. These are all just like referencing to you. I want to see Mary. God.
If it's a fan fiction, I'm usually a supporting character. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because it's all FAF fans that do that.
It's so many. He thought about he should or should not tell Mary X.
Yeah.
He's doing bad things in this world. You gotta buckle down.
I have no control over that.
Okay, here's another one. I'm just going to read the summary they wrote. Thaf has strange dreams, and strange can turn into horror. Slowly feeling like he's going insane, the dreams start getting more memorable and memorable. He feels lucky that he has Mary there to comfort him when he wakes up in the middle of the night. Soon, though, Thaf starts getting an eerie feeling. Something isn't right. Mary has been acting weird. Why does he feel nauseous? There's something in the closet. It watches. So, Mary, what have you been up to?
What did you put in the closet?
I've been making all types of weird shit. I've lost count. I've lost track.
Sitting at the island of their kitchen, Thaf and Mary ate. Mary had made what could be labeled as a quote-unquote classic breakfast. Pancakes, and some sunny side-up eggs. Mary was quite good at cooking, so Thaf enjoyed the meal. His mind was taken from the previous night's events.
It was known. There you go, your classic breakfast.
Here's your classic Denny's breakfast.
Yeah.
International House of Mary.
Yes. Cursed.
Okay, I think that's enough. So this one has your name a lot in it, at least.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to this person.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I forgot all about this, to be honest with you.
You got a nice little night plan to work on tonight. Find the best Mary Theft fanfic.
Usually, it's always like, I die. I'm always dying in them.
So you can be replaced.
Yeah, so I can be replaced with his evil counterpart. It's usually stuff like that. So I don't read them, because I'm just like...
With their own self-insert OC to fall in the...
One person did.
They smash Mary with a pickup truck.
Yeah, I die. Fucking Truck-kun just kills me and takes me to outer space.
Hank smashes you with his giant truck and then goes to hang out staff by the fence.
Yeah.
And they drink beer together.
No, I never really look into that kind of stuff because I'm usually just focused on doing my own thing.
That's okay.
Yeah.
One day you'll get some fan fictions that are all about you and Thaf won't even be there.
maybe.
Not intended.
That will make you...
The wake.
Yeah, Thaf will bring you the Denny's breakfast.
I want Denny's now. God damn it.
Breakfast.
I love just the classic breakfast. That kills me.
Okay, and now we're gonna smash cut back into the podcast episode.
Look at this Toontown image.
Would you get over Toontown?
Not until we play Toontown.
Trolley games are fun to play. Fuck off. I hate how violent people are on Toontown.
Toontown is amazing.
We need to play.
Please, we gotta
Once
do
your
it.
internet is godly, we can all stream Toontown.
Hell yes.
Okay. Look forward to that segment.
The Toontown podcast. Where we just read JPEGs of Toontown without showing them.
It's like Burt strips, but it's Toontown.
Alright. Got one last special surprise for our Blink 100 episode spectacular.
Yeah.
This is a first. This is a history-making segment where we get to read the very first officially sanctioned Crossing the Line official fan fiction about us.
Whoa.
I'm very excited.
Written by the coolest Chad out there in the world. His name is Avi.
Hell yeah.
He's been here more or less since the beginning. He's been there for so long, I can't even remember with how long it's been. And we enlisted him to write us a special fan fiction that's all about us so we can fuel our own vanity and have a couple of guffaws. He's written in other episodes. He was part of the Gold and Silver Fanfiction Jam, the Amphibia Fanfiction Jam.
Yep.
Both great episodes. Go check those out. And he had a few other spots here and there. So thank you, Avi, for sending us this and helping us with our big monumentous occasion. So we're going to jump right into it.
Hell yeah.
Chapter 1, out now. It was a sunny Tuesday afternoon in the Sunshine State known as Florida. People were going up and down from the highway to either go home or to their night shift jobs or to go hang out and vibe with some friends. And as traffic was doing its thing, a car pulled up to a plaza which consisted of a Dollar Tree, a Wawa gas station, and a Pizza Hut, among other things. The car then parked between what looked to be a ship with a lion's head on it, and that was being towed by a mere pickup truck, and what looks to be a golf cart that had cardboard on all the sides with smoke coming out of its cut out holes. And in this car was George, aka Jeeple, aka Crossing the Line, Elias, aka Vlogs, aka Fanfic Paradise, and Steven, aka Bluebreed, aka Fiction Friction. They were here to get some snacks before they record a new episode of Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where they read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure.
Wait, are we in a golf cart towing the Sunny?
No, we're separated from the tow truck, I think. I think. The car was parked between... Yeah, it was between... No, our car was in between those two cars.
I see.
Even though this was just a normal snack run, today was a special day because a sequel to one of the craziest fics they read had come out. Flashback. Steven and Elias were going through Steven's cringe YouTube playlist. Even though Steven was devilishly excited to show him what else was on this playlist, Elias was dreading what was coming next. He already got a glimpse of it when he saw the 1-gallon human breast milk challenge. You thought you were safe in episode 100. He could have avoided his fate if he hadn't lost to Steven in a surprisingly heated game of Hungry Hungry Hippos, and since he lost, he had to be subjugated to the cringe that was on the television. As Elias looked on in horror at the cringe, George kicked down the door so hard that the speed of the door managed to not only put a hole in the drywall, but also smash the doorknob itself. Guys!
My fucking room!
Your tiny ass room with your giant nutcracker.
You just smashed through the glass case now.
No, it opens the other way. It's fine.
Yeah, I would just smash my laundry basket.
This is getting too real. Guys, George said with excitement. Scooby Chipotle too real!
No!
George then held up his phone and to show the others the announcement. Out now, Scooby and Shaggy go to Chipotle 2, Electric Shagadoo. Find it on your local fanfiction site today. Once the announcement got to both Steven and Elias's head, they both collectively said, Whoa!
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 Fuck you guys. They made a sequel? Elias asked in surprised and confused state. Steven, on the other hand, had flashbacks on that story that nearly broke the Crossing crew. Memories about hair singeing, scab picking, bone breaking, and food eating all flooded back into his mind. Knowing that the fanfic was a high priority read and that it was also recording night, the Crossing crew decided that they should go on a snack run to procure some food for this special occasion. Once the crew grabbed their wallets for the snack journey, they went out to the car, opened the door, put on their seatbelts, revved up the engine, and blasted the new hit remix from the newest YTP MC sensation, DJ Kintober, SFX Radioactive Imagine Dragons. I don't know how the beat of that goes, so I'll just wing it. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and I slap my nuts.
I'm waking up.
Oh, yeah. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and slap my nuts. I'm breathing in the genitals. As the meme music plays, the car pulls out of the driveway so that the Crossing crew could start their snack quest.
Oh my god.
Better than the first song on the Grinch Christmas CD.
What's wrong with the first song on the Grinch CD?
Yeah.
It's got Busta Rhymes.
I suppose. Don't worry, I'll be switching it out for the Tuxedo soundtrack soon.
Thank God.
Chapter 2, let's get it.
Chapter 2, let's get it.
SFX. So this is the famous Suicide Squad by John Murphy.
What?
As the guitars start riffing, each one of the crossing crew exits the car, with each one of them looking at their specific destinations, while the drums from the song start beating. While the crew figures out where they're going, they walk up the parking lot just as the music goes hardcore. With their objectives in place, George goes to Wawa to get drinks, Steven goes to Dollar General to get chips, and Elias goes to Pizza Hut to get pizza.
Yes. That seems like your most happiest place out of those three.
Yeah.
And just like that, the music ends, the scene is set, the objectives made, and with the story in motion, I only got one thing to say. Let's get it.
Chapter 3, The Oven Punishment. Great, I'm reading my own chapter.
That works out.
Just as Elias is about to enter the Pizza Hut, he notices a sign on the door that says, "Under New Management." Thankfully, Elias called beforehand so he wouldn't have to wait for pizza to be made. Once he entered the building, he noticed that there was a bit of a line at the ordering desk, so now he would have to wait a bit in order to get the pizza he ordered. As he got in line, he noticed a new employee at the ordering desk. He looked to be a marijuana-headed silver anthropomorphic hedgehog with Pizza Hut workers' polo and a name tag that said silver.
God damn it.
No.
Let's go.
And next to him was an anthropomorphic red echidna who didn't looked like he was working there, but still stood behind ordering desk just to vent its silver. Oh no, I'm in one of Steven's fanfictions where the clerk are fighting with a customer, and now I gotta wait in line.
You're just there for the ride.
Welcome to Pizza Hut Island. How can I help you?
You gotta fucking knock that off.
From what Elias could tell from their conversation, it seemed that this red echidna was mad at himself for accidentally selling something called the Master Emerald on eBay, even though...
Accidentally sold it on eBay.
Even though
eBay is such a strenuous process to do anything. Even though he was supposed to protect it. As the echidna vented, the minimally paid hedgehog was trying to take orders as quickly as he could. And by the look on his face, he looked stressed, annoyed, tired, and fearful all at the same time. From what, you may ask? Well, you gotta keep reading to find out. As he listened to their conversation, Elias took a look at the other people in line. It was some of the usual clientele, except for a black and red hedgehog who looked like he was next in line. As Silver finished taking care of this customer, the next customer comes up. "Hello and welcome to..." "Oh, it's you, Shadow," Silver said in a faux optimistic tone that quickly faded mid-sentence after he realized who he was serving. "Yes, I would like to place an order. I'll have a large custom pizza shaped like Maria, with cheese that matches her skin tone, spaghetti for her hair, and then dressed in an edible fabric that looks like her own outfit," Shadow said to him. Silver, already tired thanks to being the only employee in the Pizza Hut, thanks to his boss for scheduling him for the entire week, from opening to closing all by himself.
Knuckles is there.
"What?" Silver shouted. "You can't make me do that, Shadow!" In an instant, Silver's boss, Vector the Crocodile, appeared by kicking the door next to the ordering desk in a single frame of animation. "Kick!" "Silver!" Vector yelled. "Silver!" Vector yelled. "Why must you deny our most valued customer from his pizza order?" Vector questioned. "But sir, he's an asshole," Silver whined.
I like your Vector impression.
Then Vector gave Silver the stink eye while leaning close to him and said, "An asshole with money, damn it." Vector then grabbed Silver by the throat and then said, "Go make Shadow and I some pizzas, damn it!" He then went into the kitchen.
And I...
Silver pleaded, "Sir, please, anything but the oven punishment." But it was too late. Vector then spun Silver around and then underhand chucked him into an open oven.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Once Silver had made impact on the inside of the oven door, closed, leaving him inside a burning hell. But he'll be fine to continue the work the next day. Author's note. Wow, this is pretty fucked up, isn't it? It gets worse, though.
The oven punishment.
It has a name.
At Pizza.
Vector's Pizza Hut.
Holy
Knuckles,
shit.
who saw the whole ordeal happen, said, "What just happened?" Vector then chimed in, "History, my good echidna, history." Elias, who also saw the whole thing transpire, wanted to get away from these freaks, so he picked up the pizzas and left the Pizza Hut.
Yeah, don't forget you're there.
Chapter 4, Rumba Rumble.
Oh my fucking god.
Chapter 4, Rumble Rumble.
That is like something I would see in Florida in real life at a Pizza Hut.
George was on his way to Wawa to get some drinks for the recording night, and as he entered the store, he noticed the blue and green van pull up to one of the gas pumps. And as I know he knows a blue and green. I guess I just wanted it to be the blue and green van. And as the doors opened, a lanky man and his Great Dane exited the van and then cycled to the Wawa.
I would leave if I saw that.
He brings a fucking 4-foot-tall dog into the store.
You had a Great Dane.
Yeah, I know.
You're crucially familiar with the size of one of those animals being in the vicinity of a Wawa.
As it cycled into the Wawa. As George entered the Wawa, he approached the fountain drinks section but found out that a group of people had already surrounded the machines, one of them being a trucker-looking fellow with cat eyes, a portly man in a wizard's robe complete with a wizard hat and wizard sandals, a man with a cybernetic eye and a Z-shaped scar on his face, and a short elf girl with a coverall jacket that has a shit-ton pockets on it while also open carrying a katana.
This is Neoscum.
Go listen to Neoscum. It's a great podcast. Steven, go listen to Neoscum.
Okay,
listened to
okay.
two
Dak
episodes.
Rambo.
It's a cyberpunk podcast.
It's very fun. They also looked like they were getting drinks for themselves, and after the trucker guy got his drink, which was a combination of Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Orange Fanta, and a little bit of hard liquor to spice it up, then went to the ordering monitor to get a hoagie. Also, at the same time, the lanky man and his dog also went up to an ordering monitor to get a hoagie as well.
What kind of bastard gets their drink before ordering at the Wawa register?
He likes to sip on it, I guess, so he can get a refill. At surprisingly, both at the same time, they both ordered the gobbler.
Oh my god.
Once the orders went through to the workers, they looked at the remaining stock of the remaining sandwich items and realized that there weren't enough materials to make 2 gobblers.
Oh no!
Oh fuck.
After they took stock at their current situation, the head cook called down the 2 customers to explain that they only had enough to make 1 gobbler, and that if one of them...
Wawa's head chef.
His big hat.
The head Wawa.
For those unfamiliar, the gobbler is a delicious Wawa hoagie consisting of turkey, gravy, stuffing, and cranberry sauce.
Hell yeah.
And it smells like something when it's in my car.
Yeah, you get mad when we order it and put it in your car.
There's a couple gobblers steaming in my car.
Well, yeah, one of our traditions is leaving a piece of it in the car he can't find.
Smear of
Apparently.
gravy.
Whoops.
Let's see.
I mashed one ingredient between every page of the driver's manual in the glove compartment.
After they took stock of the current situation, the head cook called down to the 2 customers and explained that they only had enough to make 1 gobbler, and that if one of them wants it, they're gonna have to be the first to pay for it at the cashier.
Oh no.
The 2 customers looked at their food ticket, then at each other, but this time with a determined expression on both of their faces. Then the trucker guy got on the counter to jump forward to get a head start on the lanky man. Just as he gets closer to the cashier, the lanky man then grabbed his leg to pull him down into the ground, resulting in the trucker to eat shit on the floor. After that failed attempt of getting his sandwich, the trucker turns his body to face the lanky man, and then quickly took out his pistol and shot a bullet in the man's head.
Oh no!
How are you responding to this?
I'm looking at the milk.
Yeah,
Thinking about other stuff.
Typical Wawa fare.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of water people at Wawa. This is nothing new. Let's see. I lost my place. After that failed attempt of getting a sandwich, the trucker turns his body to face the lanky man, and then quickly took out his pistol and shot a bullet in the man's head. But that's what it looked like to him for just a few seconds, because really the lanky man actually caught the bullet with his teeth. And just as he turns around to face his opponent, he then closed his mouth, chewed up the bullet, and then began to fire smaller bullets from his mouth, just like how Weird Al did in UHF.
Thank you, I appreciate the UHF reference.
Hell yeah.
I've been trying to get these guys to watch UHF for like 10 years.
Even though the lanky man had the ability to do all of that stuff, he still couldn't aim for shit as he flailed around shooting every which way possible,
Oh, no.
missing every shot at the trucker, but did shoot 2 high-as-fuck park employees who entered the Wawa. Even though they did get shot, the park employees didn't seem to be affected by the fact that they had been shot. Hey Mordecai, look, I got shot in the kidney. The raccoon-looking one said to his Blue Jay companion. It's pretty funny, dude. I got shot in the leg. The Blue Jay said to his now bleeding out but still conscious companion as they walked over to the pastry rack to get donuts.
I could just see J.G. Quintel like storyboarding this in a pitch.
After the shootout concluded, everyone who instinctively ducked, including George, got back up to see if the fight was over. It wasn't. In fact, the god warrior Norval Shaggy Rogers and his 4-legged terror known as Scooby-Doo was about to throw down with the infamous Dak Rambo on his legendary Neoscum crew. Shaggy then sicked Scooby on Dak Rambo to gnaw on him. Before Scooby can get a bite, however, a magical giant fist then hits Scooby, launching him through the window and landing on the mystery machine.
Oh no!
The fist then dissipated and the person who conjured it, Tech Wizard, then changed into his alter ego known as the Fist Wizard and charged the God Warrior head on, but then he tripped and he was also proceeded to eat shit on the floor as well, mainly because the person playing Tech Wizard in the episode of Neoscum, Casey Tony, rolled a critical glitch and failed to meet the required hits to even lay a finger on the man. After Tech Wizard beefed it, the short lady elf who goes by Pox puts out a Coke Icy as she was drinking and gets out her katana in an attempt to strike down the warrior. She leapt forward towards Shaggy, but since Shaggy was the God Warrior, he could sense when danger was coming his way.
The God Warrior.
So he just stepped out of the way as Pox continued to leap forward and then proceeded to chop off something. It turned out that Pox cut off the right arm of the stoner Blue Jay. Even though one of his limbs got cut off, he still didn't look like it affected him. The now one-armed stoner turned to his friend and said, Rigby, my jerkin arm got cut off, dude. His raccoon friend turned to him and said, that's pretty funny, bro. After that exchange, they both agreed to go to the hospital after they get their snacks. But not before smoking one more fatty before they go. Author's note, I would explain what happened at the hospital, but that's a story for another time. Once Shaggy had sidestepped in from Pox's attack, it gave Dak Rambo the opportunity to use his last resort, snorting space cocaine to gain an edge on the enemy so he could get his damn gobbler no matter what, even if it means that he'd had to take years off of his lifespan just to get it. After getting the packet of the white stuff out and snorting it in one mighty inhale, time itself stopped as everything stopped moving. Dak took his chance as he got up and approached Shaggy. From behind, he grabbed him on the waist. SFX Rules of Nature, Jamie Christopherson. Rules of Nature! Dak said as he suplexed Shaggy onto the ground so hard that his head penetrated the floor and rested into the foundation, leaving his body from the neck down only visible.
Standing up like a twig.
Once the power move had been made, time itself had started to move again as Dak Rambo brushed his hands to signify a move well executed. He then went up to the cashier's deck to finally get his gobbler, and before he can get his ticket out of his pocket, Dak then heard, "E-cows! E-cows!" Shaggy did the reverse swice to free himself out of the ground.
Reverse swice!
Swice, 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 swice.
He's off, he's off.
And after that, he stood behind Dak Rambo. After Dak heard the swicing, he turned around to face Shaggy. Shaggy then grabbed Dak by the throat and started to glow. He was about to go Ultra Instinct on his ass until Dak dropped his bag full of space weed as he was getting his gun out in the last but ultimately pointless attempt to kill this man. Shaggy then looked at the bag and without saying a word, he grabbed the space weed, dropped Dak, left the store, and went back to the damaged mystery machine where Scooby laid on top of, not moving at all.
No!
Once Dak finally paid for his hoagie, he told Zenith, the guy with the Z-scar on his face, to hack the Wawa computers so that no video or audio recordings of what happened here today can be shown to the authorities, and also to make this hoagie and their drinks on the house so that they can get their money back during their trip here.
Hell yeah.
Once that was done, Dak then gathered the crew and left Wawa and back to their semi-truck Xanadu. Once the dust settled from everything and that happened, George then left Wawa, drinks in hand. He could have tokened them for free since the person at the cashier's desk fled from the fight, but he was too cool to steal, so he left 3 singles, 1 for each drink, along with a post-it note that said, "Keep the change, G."
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
Beautiful.
$1 for each drink. That might be enough. How much are fountain drinks?
It's 99 cents for a small.
Alright.
Chapter 5, Skis and Vinegar Chips.
Oh. God, that's right, you're going to Dollar General. What a fucked up plaza.
If we saw those creatures at the normal places, I don't want to imagine what you see at Dollar General.
Stephen had entered the Dollar General through its automatic doors. He noticed that one of the employees, John Arbuckle, was watching.
Great.
Here we go.
Was watching meatspin.com.
Dollar General register.
He figured out how to get to the Windows home so he could use the internet browser.
Oh my
like
god.
2 megabytes of RAM.
There's like 4 frames to the GIF.
But instead of porn, it was just a rotating PNG of the hot dog guy from the amazing world of Gumball, with the theme of the original Star Trek show in the background as the text meatspin.com appears in bright flashing colors.
Don't get fired.
Are you kidding me? No one gets fired from Dollar General.
Right, you have to really do something bad.
As Stephen walked over to the chip aisle, he felt loud steps followed by a loud beat. SFX Untitled by Untitled Meditation by MF Doom. The automatic doors open and a heavy Chevy of a man carrying a boombox came through.
Who could it be?
Oh no.
Who's Steven's greatest rival?
Carrying a boombox.
Oh no. He wore a yellow shirt with purple overalls and a matching yellow hat with a purple W adorned on it.
Oh.
I see.
This was Wario.
This was Mario.
It sure was.
And his tummy was a rumbling. Wario came up to John and asked with his bad garlic-smelling breath to see if he can use the restroom.
Why would he even ask?
Once the toxic gas had gone to John's nostrils, his eyes began to water as he was on the verge of vomiting on the job. Thankfully, he was able to keep his composure long enough to give Wario the restroom key.
Now you know.
Yeah.
After Wario went to the restroom, John Arbuckle grabbed a plastic bag from the bag holder and threw up in it. He then tied it up and threw it away in the small employee trash that was overfilled.
Imagine Wario takes his boombox to the bathroom and leaves it playing, so you just hear it bumping out of the bathroom like crazy.
Yeah.
Na 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 na.
see. Just then, another customer came in. He was a blonde man with a curly brow smoking 2 cigarettes, one of them tobacco, the other cannabis.
What a fuckhead.
At the same time.
How have we not done that before?
This was Sanji of the infamous Straw Hat Pirates. Sanji then grabbed a basket so he could do his shopping.
Fuckhead. Imagine Sanji wandering the, like, giant Dollar Tree parking lot.
Yeah.
Which sometimes he's on a budget. Nami needs that money and they need to eat. So he's gonna get them the most bang for their buck.
The most banquet for their buck.
See if he just puts a little garlic powder on the banquet meals, it tastes fancy.
It's true. You can get
Your Salisbury steak with garlic powder.
Nami, I brought the garlic powder out and everything. What do you mean this ain't fancy?
Nami, this here ribeyes was only $1.
It's true, you can get dollar store ribeyes.
Yep. John would have told the man to stop smoking in the store, but he didn't get paid enough for this shit, so he didn't bother.
Fair enough.
When Steven grabbed the chips they need for recording night, he decided to also...
Oh yeah, you're here too.
Yeah, the blue breed.
If you made contact with the cartoon Sanji in real life, what would you do?
I don't know. That'd be a hard one to stomach.
I can believe that George would just choose to ignore anything happening at Wawa, and I can believe that I would just witness something in public like that because I do all the time here.
I wouldn't recognize him as Sanji. I'd just smell the fucking pot as he's walking by in a suit, and I'd go, well, that's a person.
Say, you took my Namis from me.
What if he kicked open the door with one foot, the sideways automatic door, and then said, "It's I, Sanji."
It is I, Sanji.
I think he was a fucking lol cow or something.
Sanji in his cosplay.
You hear him up, "Turkey tenderizer," and then he smashes into the door.
You'd make a GameFAQs post that would become the new Chris Chan.
Yeah,
Oh,
There was this guy at the
what was that post? Are Nami and Robin still virgins on the Thousand Sunny?
Oh,
GameSpot posted an article that was, "Are Nami and Robin still virgins on 1000 Sunny after the time skip?" Why
that's assuming they're not virgins already, or they are still virgins before they joined.
Yeah.
Right.
Robin's like 28.
Yeah.
And she was fucking Crocodile. Get over it.
He got sand in her cooter.
She said,
She said, "You have to wear a condom, Crocodile. I do not want sand anywhere."
That's why he always scowls.
He's so mad.
When
It doesn't feel as good. And she goes, "How do you think I feel?"
When Steven grabbed the chips they need for recording night, he decided to also get a can of Bang. When he got to the drink section, there was only one can of Bang left. It was a promotional can for the Suicide Squad 2021. It was basically Bang Power Punch, but it was dressed in polka dots due to the fact that Polka Dot Man was on the can, and that it was renamed Polka Dot Punch.
You're about to have a Dak Rambo Shaggy moment.
Oh no.
In real life, haven't you already gotten into and then renounced Bang? Or
Yeah.
wait, I was thinking of Gamer Fuel, never mind. G Fuel.
Yeah, does Bang do crossovers?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so, but I feel like it's only a matter of time.
It's true, they need to keep the brand alive.
Oh, yeah. Steven didn't know it at the time, but this drink was being recalled nationwide due to the fact that the beverage was not safe to consume. Not because it was toxic to drink, but once you drink it, you expel actual colorful polka dots that will disintegrate anything it touches, and I mean anything.
Steven, do not get that drink.
I won't.
Gomu no. Bang.
The reason that this drink was still in the Dollar General to begin with was mainly due to the fact that John Arbuckle didn't really care at all about disposing of it. Because during the downtime when he could be working, he would just try to save his failing career as a cartoonist by drawing at work.
I meant to say bang bang no me.
He's fucking just like printing receipt paper and then scrawling on it.
He has the
It's perfect, like newspaper shaped.
Oh yeah, true. It's honestly quite the miracle that he hadn't gotten fired yet. Once Steven grabbed the can of the Bad Bang, he smelled something atrocious. Wario had exited the restroom.
In case you forgot, he planted that little bomb earlier. Where he said Wario's garlic rancid breath went into the bathroom.
Wario had exited the restroom, which was now condemned due to the horrors that he released in there, and the boombox he brought in there had melted as well. After he scratched his ass, a shitting well done, Wario decided to do some shopping while he's still there.
Some shopping.
He's not gonna give back the bathroom key.
No.
It's melted.
He scoured around to find anything garlic related. As Wario was doing this, Steven...
fancy stuff.
As Wario was doing this, Steven was already in line getting ready to pay for the chips. After a bit of wandering, Wario had found his treasure. It was a bag of Lay's salt and vinegar and garlic chips.
Salt and vinegar and garlic chips. That sucks.
But then Sanji grabbed the chips and put it in his basket and walked off.
The fancy chips.
Just what I need.
Nami will love these.
He reached over Wario's short ass and grabbed it right from over him.
Holy shit. What a power move.
Yeah. He's still smoking his cigarettes.
Double cigarettes.
Wario then went over to see if there was another bag left, but to Wario's shock, there wasn't.
Well, what a completely rational reaction.
He got visibly pissed, and a vein popped in his pink nose. It was time to dish out some garlic justice on this blonde fool. Wario thought to himself as he tracked down the blonde man the next aisle over.
This all happening in a low-income supermarket is really funny.
It's so quiet and
Track
nervous.
down as he just goes down one lane. You see Sanji just looking at groceries.
I've seen some real creatures get in fights over Dollar Tree things before in real life.
Oh my god.
I used to live down the road from one when I was a poorer man, and I just would go there all the time, and it would just be like people arguing over literally $1. And it's just, it's so, like, petty and, like, sad and angry.
Yeah.
This world is the exact opposite of Lakewood Plaza Turbo. There's nothing but villainy here.
Wario originally planned to charge the fucker and deck him in the face, but to the surprise of me, the writer, he decided to try out diplomacy for once. He walked towards the man as he was looking for rice, then tapped his shoulder. Sanji turned to face him as he blew a thick cloud of smoke in Wario's face.
Sanji buying dollar store rice. God.
He doesn't like whole grain. He
Only
likes
the
white.
bleached jasmine.
Uncle Ben's.
You can just microwave this stuff and it's fine.
Microwave on the Golden Sunny.
Frankie made it himself.
Sanji turned to face him as he blew a thick cloud of smoke in Wario's face while saying, "What?" in a Brooklyn accent.
He figured out a way to use Kizaru's beam to act as microwaves.
Frankie built him the microwave, but then after realizing he just used it to make horrible low-effort food, he destroyed it again.
The Okama Island really fucked up his diet.
It's true.
They all just make microwave meals. And now they told him it was good for his crew.
This stuff is healthier, even though it tastes worse.
If it doesn't taste good, it must be good for you.
The smoke mixture of Newports and Mary Jane hit Wario like a ton of bricks. The more he inhaled, the more he thought of the pain that he put others through with his bad breath. He decided to suppress those self-reflecting thoughts back into the recesses of his mind and continue his diplomacy route, where he was slowly losing more patience by the second. Wario was honestly considering using his ultimate attack on this curly-browed fucker, but tried one more time to get those chips. Can I get those chips? Wario said to him. No, the smoker said.
Blow smoke in his face.
No. Wario was fucking done. He'd straight up punched Sanji in the face, then proceeded to grab the chips and swallowed the whole bag in one go.
I wonder if John saw that.
Sanji...
He doesn't get paid enough to see that.
Sanji then got back up, his brow furrowed. What the fuck? He then said angrily, that was supposed to be dinner for the crew, you absolute shit ass.
Yeah, how's it feel to read Sanji dialogue?
I love it.
That one bag of chips was supposed to be dinner.
And rice.
He said to the garlic-filled criminal. Mario said tauntingly as he shakes his fat ass in front of Sanji. You're fucking dead, you rat! Sanji said
You rat.
in a furious tone. Wario didn't know it at the time, but Sanji had a big bounty on his head, and he was about to prove his bounty status by kicking Wario's ass. Since Wario ate the garlic chips, it refueled his gas tanks. And he was ready to unleash his ultimate attack, the Warioatsi. Oh no! The Warioatsi! Oh no!
Warioatsi?
Oh no! This move involves him bending down, ass facing his opponent, taking off his overalls, and shit and piss stained underwear, grabbing his cheeks and spraying his hole as far as he possibly could.
I get it.
And rips the mightiest of ass onto his opponent.
That's gotta be nuts. Normally the sound effect comes from your ass cheeks getting blown aside, so that's gotta be rank.
Oh my god, the methane from the gas Wario lets out is so potent.
Gonna light Sanji's face up.
Oh my fucking god.
Mixing with a weed cloud.
It's so potent that any flame that is nearby will cause the gas to explode. You were probably wondering where Steven was in all
I
this.
was just about to say, Steven, get out of there.
Well, he left the Dollar General just as Sanji was spinning on the ground, preparing his Diablo Jambe kick, just as Wario was about to unleash hell on Earth. He said,
Sanji's actively causing a fire with his leg as Wario spews methane.
Actively knocking over shelves as he spins his legs around.
He keeps trying to start a spin, but bounces into the wall and has to do it again.
Wario does it too, like his down smash where he spins around.
John just watching 15 feet away as Sanji spins on his hands, knocking shit off the shelves.
He's got his own spin to watch.
Just as Wario was about to unleash hell on Earth, he said, "My mustache deem that you get my Wario steam." Just as the gas emerges from Wario's hellhole, Sanji with a fully red-hot leg then jumped towards Wario. The heat of the leg and flammability of the gas caused it to ignite, the resulting explosion blowing the roof off of Dollar General, blasting Wario, Sanji, and John Arbuckle through the fucking sky. Steven, who looked towards the now destroyed Dollar General after he heard the explosion, thought to himself, "Oh, that's pretty fucked," as he walked back towards the car. Good lord.
Chapter 6. Well, that happened. Each one of the crossing crew got back to the car. And as they got inside, they began to recount the events of their individual trips and collectively thought that today wasn't a good day to shop at Crossover Plaza Island.
Good.
Just as they revved up the car.
Drove to an island.
Yeah. Haven't we already talked about this?
Ah.
Just as they revved up the car and began to drive off, Steven got his can of Bang out and he was going to drink it with the window open. Just as he opened the can, the car hit a bump on the bridge and the can fell off of Steven's hands and fell through the car window and landed on the road. The can spilled liquid and disintegrating dots all over the bridge, causing it to be destroyed. Any kind of traffic that wanted to enter or exit the island will come up to a surprise when they see no bridge there. After a snack run like that, the crossing crew then return to the highway so that they can get back home to record another episode of Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where they read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure. The end. Final author's note. Thank you guys for letting me write a story for the 100th episode of the podcast. It was quite the honor, and I had a fun writing it, even if there were some parts I could have improved upon. Here's to 100 episodes and hopefully another 100 more in the next couple of years. And as always, don't forget to do as you do and skis as you please.
Oh. Avi, thank you so much. That was a blast, man.
Thank you. Those are wonderful stories.
That fucking rocked.
You're a sweetheart, man. Thank you.
The very first official sanctioned Crossing the Line fanfiction, which will all be official and sanctioned, I'm sure, if any others come out in the pipeline.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Feels like everything's come full circle. Now we can do season 5.
Hell yeah.
Welcome. With that, thus ends our 4 years of podcasting. We're about to enter year number 5. It's going to be a biggin. So I guess that's our show.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Thanks
guys.
for joining us for so many episodes. As always, you can find us here on YouTube, on Spotify, many other podcast platforms. We got Twitter. We got a Discord you can join. All the links should be in the description of this here episode.
It's at Crossing Cast.
At Crossing Cast. So make sure to check all those out. Join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. That's where you can find the man Avi himself and question him about his choices in life that led him here. Steven, now do the emotional outro.
Thank you guys for sticking with us for so long. We've had a lot of fun doing this as both a friend project as well as just an endeavor on YouTube. We hope you guys stick around more. We'll do our best to give you guys more content and improve wherever we can. Thank you.
And the My Immortal Unnamed podcast.
Yes.
Starting with that one.
I can only hope it's as successful as our manga video last year, which I'll take a break from now.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
There's simply too much manga to read.
It's true.
I'll have to reread all of Baki again.
Just watch the Netflix series.
It was pretty good. I did watch the new season.
Manga Monday, watching Netflix. It's fucking like a Let's Cook video that just devolved into nothing. Season 5, we will get Rich Alvarez on the show.
Oh my gosh, I bet he would come on too, even if he doesn't know what it is. But he is kind of petty, so it's hard to say.
We'll see.
No, we'll get him. This is gonna be the year we explode in popularity, and he'll be at our beck and call.
Everyone, Rich Alvarez.
And if you're listening to this, Rich Alvarez, get ready.
Popeye hates you.
Steven will draw porn of your wife.
It's true.
Okay, goodbye.